Welcome back to Life in My Shoes, Season 2, Episode 6. This week's episode is called Brand Loyalty Revisited, and what I want to do is revisit one of the brands that I mentioned in the previous brand loyalty video from Season 1, and then introduce you to a couple additional brands. But I would be remiss in not mentioning what's happening within the United States. Obviously, we have Hurricane Harvey that is behind us that has devastated Houston. And we have Hurricane Irma that is hitting Florida as we speak and is looking to come and progress through my region of the Southeast. We do not need to evacuate where I live, but schools have been canceled for the first 2 days of the week. So we are expecting some significant impact of that. But I just want to encourage you that if you have family or friends that are in the region, that first off you lift a prayer for your family and friends that are in the regions that have been impacted. If you have the means that you can house anyone, I would encourage you to do that. And then finally, there are a plethora of organizations that you can give to help support the efforts of rebuilding those communities. And so just be checking online what you can do to help participate in that. And you can even volunteer your time and go and be part of cleanup that happens in these regions. So for those that are in those regions, we're praying for you, hoping that the storms miss your areas and the impact is minimal. So with that behind us, let's talk about brands. As I mentioned in the video from last season, I'm a brand loyal guy. So when I find a brand I like to stick with it. I'm kind of a faithful customer. When I find a restaurant that has a dish I like, I get that dish every time. I don't much venture out from there. So this is just part of my DNA. And even more so, I mentioned in the last video, if I can support local companies, even if they're big corporations, your Deltas, your Coca-Colas, your Home Depots, your Chick-fil-A's are all based in the Atlanta market. So those are all companies that I like to give my money to because it keeps the money in the local economy. So, but last time I talked about shoes in brand loyalty, and I talked about my running shoe brand called Altra, which specializes in a couple things. First off, one, it is a zero drop platform, which means your toe height and your heel height are exactly the same. And what that does is that promotes a 4-foot strike. The ball of your foot promotes a 4-foot strike in your running technique, which is a little better on the joints, not as jarring. The traditional heel strike is a little more jarring to the system, to the knees, the hips, the lower back. But secondly, the shoes are foot shaped, so they allow room for the toes. They don't come to a point like a traditional shoe. They even have some have said a little bit of a clown shoe look, but I don't really care. It allows my toes to spread out, gives me a little bit of extra room. I showed you a couple weeks ago, I think, just in highlighting the shoes I was wearing that day, I showed you my newest Ultra 2.5 Ultra 1 2.5s that I got them discounted because Ultra had come out with the 3.0. So I was able to find a pair of the 2.5s at a discount. The 3.0s are totally redesigned, so a totally different shoe. I also mentioned in that video that there were two models of this brand that I wanted to eventually purchase, one being a desert boot or a chukka, and the second being a slide or a laceless shoe, a slip-on. So I've gotten both of those. So I want to highlight these. Here is the chukka or the desert boot. This is a blue suede shoe. I am going to refer some to my notes because I did take some notes on some of this stuff, and I want to make sure that I adequately represent the brand. First off, you're seeing the brand name. They are a little bit of a low desert boot, so it's not a real high. They are super comfy, very soft sole. They're built on the footbed of the Torin, which is one of the running shoes they have. You can kind of see this. This is a blue suede. And I mentioned a couple of the traditional features. Obviously, it's foot shaped, so you see it's pretty wide here. It doesn't come to the traditional point of a running shoe or of a lot of shoes, dress shoes as well. And then it's the zero drop. So zero drop platform, heel and toe are the same height. Have really enjoyed these. Have enjoyed these shoes. I got these towards the end of the cool season, so I haven't been able to wear them a ton. It was right as we were getting ready to launch into summer, and so I haven't had a huge chance to wear them. But when I've worn them, I've enjoyed them. I have in one of the two shoes, I've had some weird heel rubbing. And I don't know if that should have been sized differently. I probably could go up a half size and be happy. Those are true to size of what I wear across most shoes, and I probably could have gone up a half size. So if I had to call this a review, I would say they're probably about a half size small. The other shoe, so this is called the Tokala. This is a slip-on. This is built on the Altra 1 2.5 footbed, which I showed you those shoes before. This is a real soft, flexible material. The shoe can bend, etc. I wear this shoe every day. So this is my get out of bed, throw on a pair of shoes to get to work, since I work from home. And I wear these shoes every day. So one thing that's really cool about this is this little back here is made of neoprene, and it's designed to be worn like that, and you can wear them as a slide, which I do every morning, and then at some point in the morning I convert them to just the slip-on, pull that up, put it around my heel. Super comfy shoe. These have become my airport shoes, so I will slip these in my bag if I got to go on a business trip. We'll transfer from this shoe to my business shoe when I'm allowed to throughout the travel. So again, this is the 1 2.5 footbed. It is foot shaped again. It is a zero drop. Now for this one, the 1 2.5 and the 1 2 both had really small sizing. So almost a full size, if not a full size and a half different. So when I'm right now wearing my 1 2.5s, my newest pair, which were a 12 and a half. I normally wear an 11. My very first pair of 2s I got were 11 and a halves, were too small for running. I had some issue with my toenails, my toes bumping against, and had some black toenails as a result. The second pair I got were 12s, were okay. Still probably a little snug for running, a little bit of toe bumping against it. So when I bought these, was before my 2.5s I'm currently wearing, I upped it to what I thought I should be wearing in the 2.5, which was a 12 and a half. These run big. So I would say I probably could have gone with a 12, maybe even the 11 and a half, and then these. So I was a little disappointed at the inconsistent sizing. I like the shoe. They also have it in a brown color scheme with a tan sole, which I really would like to get that for more of a casual dress wear. This is more of just a casual wear. This will continue to get a lot of wear throughout the year. So I've been real happy with the shoe, not happy with the sizing, but happy with the shoe. I didn't mention with the other boots that there were two other color stays that came in that, a tan with a brown sole, and then a black with a dark charcoal sole that's available. And I've really enjoyed both of those. Obviously, they're the foot-shaped, zero drop, super comfy shoes, make the business wear and the casual dress wear all the more enjoyable. 2018 is supposed to be a huge year for Altra. They're coming out with even more in their casual line. They're relaunching the boot. It's supposed to have a different look and feel. I think it's going to be more of a traditional boot look. They also have some other casual shoes that I'm super jazzed about, in addition to their regular running line. So when you can have a tennis shoe that launches into a casual business line. And Nike did this a little bit with when they owned Cole Haan. And had the Cole Haan brand implement some of the Nike Air technology in their dress shoes and in their casual dress shoes. It makes the business wear all the more enjoyable. So I do have multiple pairs of Cole Haans with the Nike Air technology. Just makes those all the more comfortable to wear. So the next product I want to highlight, this is a product that I don't remember where I heard about this, but I follow them on Instagram. And I bought a product recently. It was a birthday present from my parents. I got an Amazon card and I ordered this off of Amazon. Is called the Mission Belt. So this is I got this in blue. I actually got this to match those boots because I needed. I'm a big believer that your belt should match your shoes. So I bought this blue belt to match those blue boots that you saw a minute ago, but I also bought it to match my multiple pair of Converse All-Stars that are blue. So what's unique about this is, first off, this company started on Shark Tank. So I think they got funded on Shark Tank. I didn't do a lot of research on it. It may have been where I heard about it. I don't really remember. So secondly, this is not a traditional hole system. So it's a ratchet-based system, which I think is really cool. So you can see kind of the back of the belt. It's got all these notches. So your accuracy is at each of these notches. You could see along here. So it's a lot more accurate than a traditional hole where it goes about every inch or so to tighten the belt. And if that doesn't fit, then you've got to manually create a new hole in the leather. So it just goes in. And you'll hear it here. You can hear the ratchet. So that's the ratchet. And then what happens is you got this little release here on the bottom, and you hit that, and you pull the belt out. So the really, really cool thing about this is that what you can do is you can buy multiple leather belts from them. You can take this ratchet head or buckle off. You could put it on the other belts, and then you can continue to wear this multiple. So as with any traditional belt, they have multiple colors. They have multiple buckle color types. So I think they have like a high gloss silver, gold. They got others. This is the gunmetal, like the gunmetal gray. I thought that was what I wanted. So blue. I will either be getting a completely new belt from Mission Belt, or I will be buying new leather to go with this one. I have not tried to see how easy it is to replace the leather, so I might just buy additional belts. But I will buy probably a black and a brown for my everyday wear, and this will become my new belt. So reasonably priced as far as belts go, inventive. So I think this is kind of a little bit of an industry changer from a belt perspective. There have been a lot of copycats that have come out after this. I have even recently saw one on Kickstarter that was trying to kickstart something similar using a ratchet. And I'm just like, the original's there. They're called Mission Belt. Also, one of the neat things about this company is for every belt they sell, $1 of the profits go to a company, I believe it's called Kiva. And what it does is it goes into a fund for microloans. So they create these microloans. I think it said anywhere from $250 to $500 for third world countries. So it's essentially Tom's gives a portion of their shoe to third world mission development, etc. So $1 of every purchase you make from a belt goes into these funds that are available for micro loans in third world countries. So it's helping to develop these third world countries. So a big fan of any company that has a mission like that, that's bigger than them, that in launching a great product, they can also be entrepreneurial about their mission of being part of a global economy, which I've talked about that a little bit in the past. The last product I want to highlight is probably something that I've worn in most of these videos, but you've not known, is my shirts. So I buy these are a V-neck soft washed by Old Navy. And what happens is each year I go at the beginning of the summer, the end of the winter, I go, and when they have a big sale, and Old Navy has sales all the time, I go and make a huge purchase of a plethora of colors, whatever's available at the time. I will get 2 and 3 of a given color, and that will be my summer wear. So this is a black one. When I ordered 2 blacks. I think I ordered like 3 heather grays and something like 3 or 4 heather blue. So you'll notice, I think in almost every video this season, I'm either wearing a gray or a heather blue. That's because I ordered like 10 shirts this recent order. And so love the shirt. Love that Old Navy frequently has sales, and we're a frequent user of them, so we get discounts. So they email us discounts on a regular basis. There are some discounts that if you own an Old Navy credit card, some additional discounts you get. They also track your spending if you're a credit card member, and you get rewards throughout the year. So, hey, here's a free $30, or here's a free whatever. So, and another thing that's really good is the majority of what I buy at Old Navy, I buy online. And I do that because of they sell tall online. So I will order my shirts tall online, and then, if I want to, I could try them on the store. It's not the same size. They don't sell the tall in the stores, but I can order them online. Usually when we order with we'll make a great big purchase above a certain dollar amount's free shipping, so we get that discount as well. So I do shop in the Old Navy store. Usually I'm only shopping the discount rack. I'm buying outerwear, sweaters, sweatshirts, T-shirts that are on sale in the right size. I have bought jeans that are on sale that fit my size, but generally don't buy a lot of full-priced gear at Old Navy. But I do like their T-shirts. So this is, the soft wash V-neck. A big fan of that. I'm going to be looking to get some long sleeve T-shirts for the winter. Also a fan of their activewear. So recently bought 2 or 3 pairs of running shorts and activewear shirts that I could wear when I'm running for my various races. So a big fan of that stuff. So it's been real good. I see they've got some like active pants as well that I'm real interested in. But again, have been a fan of, specifically, I want to say not just this brand, but this product from this brand, the soft washed V-neck T-shirts, have been a big fan of that. So these are 3 additional products, or brands, that I have been a fan of, that I am a frequent purchaser of, or will be a frequent purchaser of. Had a revisit of the Altra. Again, I talked about them in season 1. Big fan of the shoe. I will get more Altra shoes. I will continue to buy into their casual line, and will hopefully replace all of my tennis shoes with Altra at some point. And if I can replace some of my casual dress shoes with them as well, I'm going to do that. I will be buying additional Mission belts. That is a promise. I will, over the coming year or year and a half, will look to add those additional colors, the brown and the black that I mentioned, and we'll continue to buy V-necks. So as I ramp out of this season, all my V-necks will probably be demoted to undershirts for the winter. So I'll wear an overshirt over it, and then I will, come spring next year, we'll look to replace all my T-shirts again with a large purchase of various colors, and we'll enjoy that for next summer. I may get away from the V-neck eventually, but we'll continue to buy the soft wash. So what are some products that you are just a huge fan of? Again, in my first video, I talked about Zenni Optical, the glasses company. These are not Zenni. These are Goggles for You, which is another company that I've tried that I've enjoyed. So that's another one that I may eventually give you a little more of a highlight of. I think both pair of glasses that you've seen me wear this season so far have been from Goggles for You. I got 2 pair in the off season. Also, I talked about the Dollar Shave Club. I continue to use that. My wife is also using that, so I've got extra handles, and because of the surplus in blades, we're sharing that subscription. So we both have really enjoyed that. She's enjoyed that as well as I have. And then obviously the Altra shoes I highlighted last time. So those were 3 brands that I've been pretty loyal to. And these are 3 new brands, or 1 old brand, and 2 new brands that I really have been enjoying. And we could throw goggles for you in there as an additional brand as well. But I'll talk more about them later on a separate video. But what are brands that you're loyal to? What are products that you just can't live without, that you say, I've got to have this product, I've got to use this product? I know I've got more of them that I want to highlight in the future, but these were just a couple I thought I would highlight for you this week. Share, again, my love of shoes, a great opportunity for me to show you about shoes, but also just to say, hey, here's some brands that are doing some interesting things in the shoe market, in the clothing market, and in the belt market. So give them a try. Check out Mission Belt, check out Altra Shoes, and go on Old Navy and check them out as well. None of these are paid sponsors. These are just products that I purchase and have enjoyed. So I hope you enjoy them as well. I hope you find something that you can latch onto from a product perspective, that you feel okay about telling your friends, go buy this product. No matter what the dollar amount, no matter if you need it or not, go buy this product. And today I shared some of those things with you. So I hope you enjoy it. If you did, give me a like. If you have a product or a brand that you're really loyal to, that you really believe in, leave it in the comments below. And hopefully when I do this the next time, I can reference some of the products that you recommended. And in addition, some of the other products that are on my list. So have a great week. If you're in the storm area, please take every precaution to be safe. Get out of the storm epicenter. Try to find somewhere safe. I know the roads are horrible already. It's impacted the Metro Atlanta area. But if you can get out of the way, get out of the way. Stay safe, and just know that those of us that are not in your area are praying for you. We want you to be safe. We really do. As a country, we need to rally around one another, and we are rallying around you in prayer. And if we can do anything else, we want to do that as well. So again, I encouraged you all to do that at the beginning of the video. So be safe. We'll talk to you next week, and thanks a lot for watching this week.